Mercedes desire. Wondering if I should call this friction. You know, should we get into the fire? Is the fire good? Is it good? Or is it bad? You don't know, right? I mean, when you think about fire, you can see it in two different ways, right? If you think about fire, you can get burned, but also that fire, by you getting burned, you just learn a lesson, right? So fire might be good. It don't always have to be a bad thing. You know, and sometimes we need those frictions in our life to activate us into that part that we need to get activated in, right? Sometimes we need somebody to just get us to that point for us to just wake up, right? So embrace every moment, guys. Hi, Amelia, baby. How are you, Queen? Hi, Teron. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Right? So sometimes we need friction in our life, you know, but that doesn't mean that you cause friction or you look for friction, because the idea is for you to want peace, right? Because you need a clear mind. Your mind is very, 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 very important. And no matter what's going on around you or an individual, you know, that's around you, it should not be affecting you. Okay, that's why it's important for you to be mindfully and in your conscious instead of your subconscious, you know, because how you deal with situations is to say what the outcome is going to be. Y'all remember that call, right? Remember when I gave y'all that formula, E plus R equals O? Yes, that's the same thing that we're talking about right now. Yes, balance friction, Kendrick. Exactly, it's balance. You get balance. Now, let me go ahead and I have an affirmation for you guys today at the end of the call, of course. But I want to say it's go time. Hey, it's go time. Now y'all know how I get about my go time, right? It's 60 days, right? And for me, it's like every year you want to end the year strong, because how you end the year is to say how you're going to begin your year, right? And if you haven't already began your year now in these 60 days, it's time, okay? Think about it like tomorrow is New Year's and it's go time. You don't have no time for no extra stuff, okay? I want to curse so bad right now, but I'm trying to keep my cool, you know. Some words you just have to say for the person to get it, you know. So it's go time. It's go time. And what I mean about it's go time is your time, okay? And I'm trying to find the best way for me to explain this, because I'm very strong right now within myself and I'm so elevated. I'm hot. You know, I'm on fire right now. You know, I feel it. Have you ever had that feeling where you feel like you're literally burning up? So when we talk about friction can give you two outcomes. Friction can give you a negative outcome, and that negative outcome is basically you functioning in your lower self. It makes you kind of tone down and stop doing anything, you know, because there's so much friction, and then you start feeling stuck and you get overwhelmed, you get fatigued. But you know what? When you have good friction, what is sleep? What is sleep? We don't sleep over here. When you have good friction, you have this energy that floats in your body that you don't feel tired, you don't feel sleepy. So bad friction, it makes you fatigued and it makes you tired, and so that's when you know it's bad friction and you need to figure it out ASAP. Okay, but when it's good friction, you want to move, you want to constantly move, you all over the house, you're making it happy, you're trying to make phone calls, you're trying to complete things, do a little checklist, you know, getting it done, right? Getting it done. It's time to get it done. Whatever it was, whatever it is, wherever you are right now, it's time to get it done. Okay, a lot of us wait until the New Year's the new year come in to say like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead now and knock out this checklist that I didn't get to knock out next year. Baby, it's 60 days still. It's still 60 days left. How about we knock out that list before New Year's? That way, when New Year's come, you start your year strong, okay? And if there is something right now that you need a consistency in, you need to do that for 30 days straight. Normally, they say that it takes 30 days to build a new discipline, you know, in certain areas, right? So if it's something that you want to be consistent, and it can be doing exercise, right? Or waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, right? So you make that consistent to where you will naturally do it without an alarm, without someone calling you, without any of those things. Okay? Yes. Okay, Brunel, I see you, queen. Yes. The energy is real, and when the friction is floating inside of you correctly, you have energy not only for you, but for everyone. You have energy for you and for everyone, but just be careful who you're sharing that energy with. You know, because there's some people out there that cannot, they ain't ready, put it like that. I'm not going to say cannot. They not ready for what you about to do, because they already feel that you're about to turn up too up for them. Okay? And it's all good. Just let them watch you. They'll catch on to it. You know, eventually they'll catch on to it. So, discipline, for me personally, I'm very self-disciplined. And maybe I'm very self-disciplined because of a lot of the things that I went through, and most of the time I had to figure it out on my own, you know, to the point where now in the future, no matter what the situation is, you know, I'll figure it out. You know, no matter how bad it was, I will always say, that's all right, I'm gonna figure it out, because I got used to figuring it out, and I don't normally do, right? So having discipline is very important, you know, because the discipline also helps you with your consistency, you know, and having that consistency is, you know, showing that you have discipline. But not just that, when you have self-discipline, it also do something to you inside of you. Having self-discipline is a very admirable, honorable, dope, strong part of you. Okay, because a lot of people have a hard time in being disciplined within their self alone. Okay, so if you can be disciplined, and how do you be disciplined is if you have any type of addiction, or, you know, let's say you smoke cigarettes, right? You smoke cigarette and you want to stop smoking cigarettes. And you say, okay, today is the day I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes, right? So you go ahead and you throw out the box and everything, and you ready, you feeling it, and you're like, I'm going to do this time, this and that, right? This is you building your self-discipline, right? And then you come and you go out to a party or something, you have all these people with a cigarette, right? They walking around smoking a cigarette, and that's, you know, and now it's kind of testing your discipline, you know? And that's that moment where you become more powerful based on what you do. So if you're able to say no is no, okay? No is no. Yes is yes. There is no in between, okay? So for you and your discipline, for you and your self-discipline, let me tell you, I see it even with my kids. I see it with a lot of people. I didn't even know that I was so strong in my self-discipline until other people will have issues and will come to me. And for me, at first, it was like, well, what's so hard about it? All you got to say is no. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? You know, for me, it's like, it's nothing you can tell me. It's no excuse to why you're going against your discipline and what you said you was going to do and how you was going to do it, right? If it's for the better of you and to make you better and to bring you to the next level, I don't have understanding, you know, to why you can't follow this that you said you're going to follow. Okay, and you guys can have a checklist right now and probably not following through all those things that you, you know, say you was going to be disciplined in. And sometimes it can be one thing at a time. You know, don't overload yourself. Just go one thing at a time. And it can be as simple as I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, no matter what. So if I go to sleep at 4:30 in the morning, I'm still going to be up at 5 o'clock, because that's your discipline and you need to stick to it. Okay? I'm telling you what I'm telling you because, you know, this is me. You know, and it's very easy to get out of certain routines, you know, because life happens and, you know, other people get involved. But if you learn how to have that control within yourself, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know. So at the end of the day, it's no excuse. It's go time, baby. It's go time. It's time to make it happen. So let me go ahead and share this affirmation with you real quick. Let's talk about friction real quick. I'm going to give you an affirmation. Go ahead and get a paper and pen, and let's write this down. Let me know when you're ready. All right. Affirmation time. I will no longer fight with the universe. I will no longer fight with the universe. I will go with the natural flow and remove friction from my life. Bad friction. Okay? I will go with the natural flow and remove friction from my path. Bad friction. Okay? Only allow good friction. It's okay to have friction. Friction is that fire you need inside of you, you know? And sometimes you can be having bad friction and convert that into a good friction, because it's something start clicking like, wait a minute, you know? Y'all need to start talking to yourself more often if y'all not doing it. Y'all already do it, y'all just don't know y'all doing it, you know? But every action, we all do something for the first time. Everything in your life you did for the first time. And you open your eyes for the first time. You spoke for the first time. You brush your teeth for the first time. You put shoes on for the first time. You put on clothes for the first time. Everything that you did and done up to this part that you've done again, you did it for the first time. Okay? So keep that in mind. Everything is for the first time. And it's okay not to know. I always tell this to my kids. You can't expect to know and get it right away. If you've never seen it, you never been exposed to it, you know? It's the first time. You can't beat yourself up the first time. That's part of the learning. That's the repetition is to say to get it right. You know, so you can be wrong a lot of times. It's just like life itself that puts us in certain situations over and over and over again, and we end up in a treadmill, you know, because we didn't learn the lesson from it. But the minute you learn the lesson from it, things start changing, you know, and you start taking control. Hello, Girl Yvette. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. I'm actually ending it now. You know? So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mercedes Desire Falcon. For those that don't know me, you can find me all across the board. Mercedes Desire. I love ya. I like ya. I like ya. I love you extremely. Let's go.
I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely. I am me, and I love you extremely.